7 important rules for correct abbreviations. Abbreviation is a shortened form of a word or phrase, and there are 7 important rules for correct abbreviations.
1. Always spell out first names. 2. Abbreviations of titles.
Spell out titles when they appear with the last name only. Titles may be abbreviated when both the first and last names appear together. Abbreviate academic degrees and professional designations following names. Do not abbreviate a position title in a letter address. In general, Ms. is the correct and safest title to use for any adult woman, regardless of her marital status, as it does not indicate whether she is married or single. The default option in business and formal scenarios is to always use Ms., unless she has specified a preference for Mrs. or Ms. Don't abbreviate a title in a scenario like this. She was relieved when the doctor finally entered the room. An abbreviation like Dr. must be accompanied by someone's name. Finally, if the abbreviation is set to come after the person's name, be sure to use a comma. Academic degrees also come with a few variations. For example, if you've earned a Bachelor of Arts degree, that can be abbreviated as B, period, A, period, or BA, period.
3. Abbreviations of group names and organizations.
Write abbreviations without periods for agency names, broadcasting companies, unions, and other similar groups.
When dealing with an initialism, where you read each letter individually, you'll likely insert an article before it.
If it's an acronym, then you usually won't need an article, unless it's being used as an adjective. The NASA control room. Again, these are loose and general rules, as abbreviations lead a multifaceted and ever-changing life.
Abbreviations, acronyms, and initialisms.
Acronyms usually take the first letter of a group of words and spell out a new word. For example, POTUS for President of the United States. Acronyms are still a type of abbreviation, as are initialisms. Some call these acronyms, but they're not spoken as full words, ruling them out from the purest definition of an acronym. Rather, each initial is pronounced, e.g., FAQ, frequently asked questions. An exception might be state initialisms. If you came across ND in a section of writing, you would probably read it aloud as North Dakota.
Introduce them with parentheses.
The first time you use an abbreviation, it's important to spell out the full term and put the abbreviation in parentheses. Then, you can use just the abbreviation and subsequent references after that. For example,
However, there are a few exceptions to the basic rules.
if you use the phrase 3 times or fewer, it should be written out every time. However, a standard abbreviation for a term familiar in its abbreviated form is clearer and more concise, even if it is used fewer than 3 times.
4. Abbreviations of time designations.
Abbreviate time designations with periods. Abbreviate standard time zones without periods. Do not abbreviate days and months except in limited spaces such as tables or business forms.
5. Abbreviations in addresses.
Spell out street addresses. Chicago Manual of Style. With zip codes, Use state abbreviations in all capital letters without periods. Do not use the two-letter state abbreviations without zip codes. The AP Style book suggests that you may use abbreviations for compass points. N, E, S, W, when the compass point follows an address number. House at 743 and 40th Street, but not when the address number is missing. House on North 40th Street. Spell out street in addresses.
There are USPS standards for addresses.
When sending a letter within the United States, be sure to abbreviate the state. The examples below follow the standard used by the United States Postal Service (USPS). For example, therefore, an address label would read 861 State Road, Salt City, CA 12345. In America, the format for a single-line address label is as follows. Note the comma placements: house number, street name, city, state, zip code. In the same scenario, you can also abbreviate the street address and write it across lines like so.
United States and U.S.
United States should always be spelled out when it is used as a noun or location. Example: in the United States, 67% reported this experience. United States can be abbreviated as U.S. when it is used as an adjective. Examples: U.S. population and U.S. Census Bureau.
6. Abbreviations of weights and measures.
Spell out a technical abbreviation in full in text when you use it without numerals. For example, write a few centimeters rather than a few cm. Abbreviate units of measurement when they are used with a numeral or numeric value, e.g., 900 watt per meter squared, 43 centimeters, or 60 hertz.
7. Abbreviations of commonly used expressions.
Commonly used expressions may be abbreviated in text in informal and standard business writing, but not formal business writing.
Latin abbreviations need punctuation.
There are two Latin abbreviations that we commonly use in our writing. They are, e.g., exempli gratia, Latin for example, est, Latin for that is, or in other words. These terms are often misused. When you use them, try to substitute the abbreviation for the actual words, for example, and that is, respectively, or something similar. Then, you'll know if you're using the terms correctly. For example, I write all day long, e.g., blogs, short stories, and emails. Dogs require work, i.e., time, money, and commitment. Whatever your selection, be sure you mean exactly what you say. For example, or, that is, and use two periods and a comma. Other common Latin abbreviations include ibid, ibidem, Latin for the same place, et al., et alia, Latin for and others, CV,
Curriculum vitae.
Latin for course of life, PS, postscriptum, Latin for after what has been written.
As always, thanks a lot for watching. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. And before you go, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and click that tiny bell. And don't forget to check out some of our other videos on the channel. On to the next time.